Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Chicago Bears. And this will be a touch.
Where the fuck is my shit not streaming? Okay, there we go. So the Cards barely won.
Back as that sails over the end line. Now Trubisky on first down. That is caught by Cohen. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Third and 2. Now Trubisky. And he'll find Hall. That's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Hey, let's go. Let's get 48 to Mike. You're trapped.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Alert, 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 alert. Just like that. Check that. Hey, Charlie. 18.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One hallmark of
Yeah,
good
no, she gets angry.
defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches.
I know. She told me she said that. I was like,
on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Every possession in the postseason.
I mean, good luck, Shirley, but
good
luck.
Just the opening drive, they didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the
Yeah, I was confused how she got that too.
down a little bit, so every point is precious.
I know.
And
I love her.
Good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
Wildcat. Okay.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Spy.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Check. 58 to Mike.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down.
Oh, you lucky bitch.
Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
So what?
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the
I got
game.
fucked
They've
up.
got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Hall. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Boom.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
Cards ain't got shit, boy.
But not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20,
What do you got?
You want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease.
Did you see Andrew Luck retired?
Well, you went
And
3
now
and
they have
out.
that opportunity.
Shit's
You
wild.
didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
58, right over there.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Hey, what's up?
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the
where?
blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Where you guys at?
We're packing up.
You at your house?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think you said you'd be at lunch right now.
We ate lunch.
And on third down, a nickel formation.
Okay. I did not know that.
Sarah, you still in Wilmington?
Yeah.
So it's going to take you an hour to drive down there?
Yeah, what? Are you guys leaving?
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
I thought you were. Oh, I thought you were hanging out all day.
No, I was going to try and get back as early as possible.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You know, it's the first day of school.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure.
They'll run the option right here on first
Yeah.
down.
I know. You messaged me and I thought you said.
On the play back at the
I thought you said you'd be at lunch till at least 1:30, 2 o'clock.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally
Okay.
focused
So wait,
on the
when I said I wanted to hang out
He
with
should've
Harper at the
given it
pool,
off inside to
I
the
thought-
running back. Instead, he kept it.
See, I
and
was
ended
under the
up
impression
taking
you were
a
staying.
loss on
That's
the
my
play.
fault.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard
No, I definitely.
line. That's sacked
Oh, I know, I
by
definitely want
Khalil Mack.
Is that not an option now? Because it's 150.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot.
No, I didn't.
And an alley to run.
I didn't factor you in leaving that early at all, dude.
The tackle. Able to pick up a dozen yards on the keeper, but now it's 4th down.
The defense has been on the field a long time now, and after a run like that,
fuck.
they've got to feel like they're almost on roller
Sorry, does she have a
skates and
phone?
getting
You
pushed
got a speaker?
backwards on just about every snap.
Okay. No, I understand.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result
I know.
3
I played
points.
a bunch of shit came up last night. Or this morning. Get crazy. Alex just left, but whatever.
But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down the defense.
Okay. So, can I come down there this week? I know she stays with, which is difficult because I know she stays with at Crystal's house.
Now at the line, ready for their next drive.
So how do I do that?
That long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you.
Tuesday,
That's
Wednesday,
the cardinal
Thursday.
sin of defense, not giving
5
up
to
the long
7:45.
pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Okay. I think that we're going to go,
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And down he'll go at the 25.
You said on Friday?
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
In Robbins?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Okay. Oh, God, yeah, she'd love it. This Friday?
Out of the gun,
This Friday?
Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Ready to go with their next
Yeah,
drive
that's pretty
at
cool.
the
And
line.
I'll have to drive home at 9 o'clock at night at 3 hours away.
It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not
Okay. I mean, I'd still like to come down
take
this
it.
week and see her.
Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trying
Maybe
to
I could bring the puppy dog or something.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
You got your dog back?
Yeah, I got my mojo back.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's a joke. Nothing. Okay, well, damn.
Now Johnson.
I thought, what happened when I said I wanted to, like, go to the pool and stuff there today? I thought that was, like, insinuating you were saying for a while.
Inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd
No,
and
I
6.
get that 100%. I get your travel time.
Here's Johnson, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and throwing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Yeah, I get it.
Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And a nice gain
that's fair.
of 21 yards.
I don't suppose you're coming through this way.
An equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays coming to the NFL.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot
Oh
of
gosh,
congestion
that's
there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
What's wrong? Where you guys at? Oh, you guys leaving right now?
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And that is caught. The back
okay, well, yeah,
Friday
Friday for sure, but I'd like to come down this week.
It looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough
Okay,
catch
I'm
all
gonna
the
let you
way
know right now
because
I'd
of
like
the
to come down
presence
this
of the
week.
defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah,
So let me know how that will work out. And if it Monday or Friday, because I've got school Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Okay, that works.
From the gun on
Okay,
3rd
that works.
down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Okay, what time should I head out?
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
So leave here at like 1.
In the field goal department so far, he's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them that they need him late in the game.
Okay, well, I'll see you tomorrow then.
And that drives coaches
All right,
insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
She wants me to spend the night. Shit.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just
did you win your game?
Interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him.
Go.
Play action. It's Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. A gain of 13. It's a first.
Go. Did you win your game?
Kick out of that one, partner. You and I
What's
talked
score?
often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size,
That's a fucking game, boy.
But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At this stage of the game,
You gonna be back in a little bit, or you taking off?
Because most of their yardage has come through the air.
You back in a little bit, or you
In a
taking off?
sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And with a flag down, he goes
fucker.
down.
Hit me up and you
they're
get back.
able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack
Yeah, I'm not
instead
going
of the
anywhere.
penalty.
And it takes another down off the series.
Later, man.
But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 10 yards out as the Bears push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Murray. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards there on the catch and run. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Trubisky to throw again. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with a field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get to the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A final shot before half from Murray. Flushed out right, and this will be incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's third down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Johnson on the counter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Roquan Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Murray now to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
They can't hang with us. No. Off. He's coming. Double up.
First down, a run with Cohen. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cohen. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Trubisky will throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Hall. Touchdown, Chicago! In for the score as his guys continue to pour it on. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is Just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
To throw on third down, Murray. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. He'll get the first down and more in San Petrilli. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen. His second touchdown of the night as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Murray now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here we go with Johnson. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnover.
Oh, Cohen lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Set, ready, and read. Watch by 4. Okay, double up. Set, hut.
They will run with Grant, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. They go to Johnson again. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the ground with a tight end. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cards use the short field. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game. Fire beware.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. They try again with Cohen. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that rush coming, and he's taken down. Aaron Lynch gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He's to the 10, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Again, it's Johnson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Here's Murray. That's Isabella open on the right side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Strip that ball.
Here's Grant. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could go right back at him.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
On first down, it's Cohen. Whoosh. The 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Yeah, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Bears 66.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First down, Murray. Being chased out left. Incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
What's up?
Line of scrimmage at 37 on
You see this game?
10.
Oh, Brett is gonna kill me.
First down is Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just
It
shy
cracked me
of
up because he's
40.
been doing this
First
shit to the
catch
computer
for him
all
in these
week, all year.
playoffs.
So I was like, ah, fuck it.
Without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
I thought you said the Cardinals are gonna beat me.
To know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football, but sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Well, I think I'm going to the NFC Championship game. So
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing here, Trubisky.
Oh, got him
pressure
too.
will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Trubisky to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aaron Lynch. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Here we go again. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Drop deep. And 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic. Oh, you got deep?
After the turnover, here's Murray. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this to get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this
Time of Dustin and
he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be hard because they both. Well, it's a Sunday, maybe they play today.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commented.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the